Okay, so yes, I know I already live streamed once today, and normally I try not to overwhelm, but gonna go through and some instructions on how to set up a FiveM server, mainly because it's been a while since anyone put out a video like this. So let me go ahead and actually nope, that one. Okay, and I don't need a game capture. It would be more helpful if you could see exactly what I'm doing. Just saying. There it is. Okay. So, as you're seeing on my screen right now, give me 1 second. And okay, so let me just go ahead and real quick making a couple updates here. Not sure this is going to be which video in the saga it's going to be with our Help series, but still the same. Okay, let's go ahead. We can get rid of that one. And that's not what I needed. Where's my... Oh, tell me I closed it. Yeah, I probably did. Okay. Okay, bear with me here. I'm losing my mind here. But Lord knows, at least it's... Yeah, that one's good. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is obviously go to fivem.net, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to have two choices here. We're going to take that bottom one, download server. Step 1. Now we're going to go to the artifacts server so we can download the main server files. And we're going to scroll to the bottom here and get the most updated copy. And we're going to go ahead and save that. Okay, so there we are. As you see, I've done it 1 or 2 times so far. And then we're going to come back here. I said we're going to go back there. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and get the server data. Okay, we're going to go ahead and download or clone, hit download zip, hit yes. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and let that point us right to it. Okay, now we got what we need. Okay, next thing we're going to need is that server config file. We'll get that in 1 second. Where we're going to install this today is we're going to go ahead and install it right on my F drive, and we're going to go ahead and make our first folder called server. I'm going to open that. Oh, I'm going to need my download folder. Okay, and here we're going to need server 2. First, we're going to go ahead and drag and copy all of them into our server folder. While that's copying, we'll go back to our instructions here. So right now we've already done that. We've extracted the build. That's what it's doing now. Then we've already gotten that. This says somewhere other than your FX server folder. Doesn't necessarily have to be another folder. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. Now we've got that all in there. And we're going to take our server data. And oh, it's still zipped. That's why. We're going to take that out of that folder so it unzips. And we can go ahead and close that. And rename that server data. Don't forget the hyphen. If you rename it, you don't have to. And then that's going to go in there like that. And we're going to come all the way back up here to our website. And we're going to go ahead and grab that server config file, which is right down here. Start right at the to the left of the hash. Highlight the whole thing. Hit copy. Come over here. Go inside your server data. And we're going to hit new text. We're going to go ahead and call this underscore resource dot LUA. Oops. Get rid of that dot text. If you get this message, and you probably will, go ahead and hit yes. Okay, and you're done with that file. Oh, actually, sorry. Resources, plural. And then we're going to go ahead and make one more text file. This one, you can actually just, you don't have to rename right away. Go ahead and open it up. If you have Notepad++, which is this little program here, I do recommend, highly recommend you get it. It makes dealing with your server very easy. I'll show you the difference actually. It actually gives you more of a programming feel to really separate the lines. So if you have it, use it. It's a free program to get from the web. All you have to do is search for Notepad++. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and copy and paste everything we took from our server config. Couple things in here. You're not, unless you're running multiple servers, you're not going to have to worry about that information. There's your first part of your resources. Right here, this is if you're going to allow script hook on your system or not. I will mention, if you put that to 0, you will not be able to use any trainers. That includes simple trainer and the Lambda trainer. So keep that in mind. This right here literally is what your server is going to be called when it goes out to 5M. There's your logo, so you could put your logo on for customization of it. Principal identifier, so if you're on with Steam, you'll want to get your Steam ID to put it right there so the game recognizes you as an admin. And then right down here is how many slots you want available. 32 is the limit. So if you wanted to go like that, depending on how strong your server is all that is. Okay, then we're going to go File. We're going to save. Oops. Actually, we're going to go Save As. And we're going to go server.cfg. Hit Yes. You can close that out. We can delete that text file, or you can leave it there. It doesn't really matter. Either way. Okay, then we will go ahead and want to start. I had these open just because I'm weird like that. I like DOS. For those of you who don't, you can just come right down here into the search bar, type CMD. And she'll find it sometime. There it is. Okay, now your path, you're going to go CD /, enter, takes you back to your root. Then you're going to go to F drive, and from here you're going to change to server. Okay, now you're in the server folder. You're then going to go, actually, sorry, I'm wrong. Actually, I was right though. Change drive. Server. God, I hate when I do this to myself. It would also help if I didn't have a memory like a goldfish either. Okay, now the server data is in the server folder. So yes, I was right. Have a million arguments with myself per day, just so everyone's perfectly aware of. So now, like I said, we want to start the server. So we're going to go server, run command, and we are going to exec server.cfg. Oh, well, I see what you're referring to. So that's a problem in coding. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can't fix that problem. I think, yeah, if I remember correctly, yeah. Bear with me. Now I remember how I fixed that little issue. Okay. All is not lost. Okay. Then we're going to go to run CMD. We're going to exec the server.cfg. Now can't find anything. Are you kidding me? Is it really still at, oh, it's still actively trying to do its thing. Well, you could stop trying to do your thing. That's the way I did it last time and it worked perfectly. So here's the way we're going to do it this time. We're going to do it the way we did it the very, very, very first server we set up. Okay. Now, where the hell's my download folder? God, I love it. Did I? Okay. New folder, server. Now, I will mind you that when I set it up, originally, I wasn't on what appeared to be like a 921 or a 920 update. So that could be very well what the hell's going on here. But I'm also not ruling out human error. Okay, so we're just going to do those steps again. We're going to make the resources.lua. That is essential. We are also going to come back here on the web. We're going to go back. We're going to recopy that. Where's the delete and new and text. Go in. Copy and paste that. We're going to go to save as. After we're on save as, we're going to go to server.cfg. We can get rid of that text document now. Okay. Everything we need is right there. Server and server data. The run command that we're going to be accessing is right there. But we're going to access that through the command lines. If we dare, F drive, we're going to change to server. Now we're going to go to run command. F. Oh, whoops, got that backwards. This time I got it backwards. Change drive to server data. Change drive. Sorry, not change drive. Then we're going to go to F server. Don't fat finger it like I just did. F server run cmd exec server dot cfg. There it is. And we now have a active server that I don't even know what the default's name is. Probably 100 of these up there. My new FX server. Okay, so then we're going to come up here to 5M. Yeah, I was able to do that quick shortcut by just taking everything out the last time. But of course, I wasn't working on a 18, 19, or 20 update. I was working on one that was about a week before that or so. So, I don't know. But, doesn't matter. We got it starting up here, at least in theory. That's not bad. 20 minutes. I'm slipping though. I used to be able to set up servers faster than that. Okay, so then we're going to come over here. We're going to go to servers. There's mine. My new FX server. And God help us if I'm going to pick the right one on that one. Okay, so here's how we fix that problem. I didn't realize so many people forget to change that. Oh, God. Okay, server. Back me up one. That's just too funny. Okay, we're going to change that. We're going to change it to John W2. We're going to save that. We're going to go back to our command prompt where our server is running. Very important too, while you want your server to be up, make sure this stays open. If you close this, you take your server down. To restart it, in order to restart it, you're going to go Control C, so you get back to the prompt, and you're going to retype in F:/server/run command space exec space server config. Hit enter. Now any changes or additions that I've made to the program will be visible immediately. So now we're going to come back here. We're going to look for John W2, which it should be available momentarily, or as fast as 5M can go. We also might have to restart 5M too. Slight possibility. Yeah. We'll restart 5M. We'll also make sure I typed it in right too. John W2. Oh, well, no, that shouldn't have mattered. Because unless there's a ton of John W2 servers out there. And as of the making of this video, I do not have that answer. This is what I go through on a daily basis. My computer beeps at me. Okay. Now let's take a look. John W2. Survey says... Let me put the whole thing in there. Did it not finish loading? There's nothing in that database, so it should be there. And it's finished loading. It's sending getting heartbeats back from 5M. Okay, well, it found me. Just wasn't coming up on 5M. And connecting the server. Easy as that. I will put out additional videos if this one is a success and everyone really enjoyed it. I don't look at the errors in the beginning of the video, especially since it did help reproduce one particular error. I never look at errors as a bad thing. It just means you gotta relearn it again. After 20 years, I'm still learning things, so. The only thing I refuse to learn is terminal with Linux. For that, I will leave it to all the young out there, and they can have it with my blessing. I do apologize if anyone's actually chatting with me right now. I did not get a chance to load my chat program. Additionally, I'm going to be looking for a different chat program because the issue with the one I'm using right now is the fact that I have to have it minimized on screen so it doesn't take up too much of the recording area. And to have it as small as I have to have it, it's not really readable. I've gotten that from a few people. And here we are. Okay, so 5M server is up and running. And we will be good to go to do whatever. Just remember, if you go to add any mods to that, make sure you do two things. One, you always come up here to your server config and put start and whatever you're going to run. That's number one. Number two, always remember if you do any changes in here, because this is where all your stuff's going to go, always remember to come up here to the cache, go to files, select this all, and delete. Clear your cache. Okay, because that can sometimes snafu things. Other than that, running a 5M server is very easy. It's not high maintenance at all. Depending on how much of a workload your server gets, you should consider restarting your server at least once a day, just so it can refresh itself. Everything else, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helps solve some issues. And with the first two errors in the beginning of the show, at least you learned what not to do. Okay, until next time, as always, your buddy here, 1am20, going 1042.